Good morning. Welcome to Chartroom. All right, let's look at XRP. I got an alert on XRP. This morning, XRP hit one of my low order areas to look for possible shorts. Because of the territory from USDT.D that we've observed earlier, I believe the season is that we may still, actually, I would need to really carefully maybe look on a short time frame to see if this watch line may give us a little bit more push of negativity once, because we're at a support right now. But the biggest moves may be that if we phase this week through this support like we talked about in USDT.D and we get this large move down, that's going to be very good for Bitcoin and the markets, and XRP may not take that time up until August to really go lower. So I want to look at XRP, but I'm going to not throw everything into a short, but I may want to take a short position on XRP if that is the case. Okay, so let's look at some of our maps for XRP. I got one on KuCoin. Where's my other big XRP map? All right. So our last map for XRP, we're talking about the health that was here. What was this? That's August of 2023. July 2024. Okay, so we already got that structure up into this area. Resistance about this area. No new trades triggered in this area. No new real structures in this area. So that's going to be just deleted. This is a very older map of XRP. This one has that parabolic area where price has a chance to break above those resistances and hit new highs. But at the moment, there's weakness.
Yeah. This is XPR, not XRP.
Oh, is that what it is?
As I was looking at the price, that doesn't make sense.
Melody, edit this out. Okay, that's XPR. There is weakness in this, just so you guys know, at the moment. That makes it a little bit dangerous to take the trade. That's your weakness. There's your sword cut. You're already below that sword cut. The parabolic may be a lot lower, and we still got some more lower to go, possibly. So we need to examine that, but that's XPR. You can include that, Melody, if you want to. I guess somebody maybe want to see that. I'll give you a price closer to 0005 XPR. Bonus crypto. Anyway, XRP. Thank you. See, I got all you guys helping me. All right, now, yeah, this looks familiar. Okay, XRP, when we last talked about XRP, it's in a bit of a dangerous place. I don't trust it right now, okay? The reason I don't trust it, and I want to possibly short XRP, is because of this large structure here. If we connect the dots, we actually see that there's a strong energy to that side. Now, since it looks like I did not draw the parabolic officially, I just used a highlighter. But if I was drawing it officially, let's use this blue color. It's approximately there. Okay, let's make it really big. Now, weakness appeared in XRP with these structures here. And when we saw them very closely, all that's really happening is the candles are trying to push underneath that. That is not good for XRP. We're going to read it in sequence. If we were calculating the last event that happened, it's these two smaller energy centers here and here. Move that. There you go. And therefore, our energy center on the bottom is just right here. So when we take that angle, like we did in white, and we were to bring it down, we can actually find where the next support was below that. And the support was here, right in this yellow section. Okay, do you guys see it? So this means that price is in delay territory. It has some weakness, but it also has support. So it's supposed to get stuck in this area. And that's exactly what happened. This is delay territory. This is going up and down in that area. But now I'm looking for something else, because this is delay to weakness. Weakness by still being virtue of being underneath the larger structure because it shouldn't be here at all. If we were healthy, we need to be actually somewhere up here for us to be healthy. And the other thing I don't like about it is that why are we now hanging out underneath this next area of support with this last candle last week? Now this one's not giving me permission to short, but if it was a small enough time frame, I could short it down to the support. Did it find support here at the bottom of this pink area? Yes. And why is that? Because of this area as well as a key angle. So knowing that angle in advance, which we have, this was the DP, the descent point. Okay, not a projection, but just the descent point. It's basically the key angle used as a phantom to find where our bottom was at. Now, luckily, you guys all had these numbers and the supports. I guess this area is somewhere around 3.9, 4.1. Okay, somewhere around this bottom angle. Price spiked all the way just a little bit below that angle, but the support is still around the same area. So that's interesting. Now, something else, this is our target, wasn't it? And this is our swing target in pink. You guys see that pink area? So we had this as a swing target to know where our approximate bottom should be. And we get that, and I didn't show you, by the way, I didn't show you the swing target for platinum, but they were hit. But this is the same thing. All we did was take the measurement from this bottom to this high up there, and it's going to show us, it's going to show us where our target should be, which is here, and then the swing targets, which is going to be halfway between here, which is exactly 4.2, halfway, yeah, 4.20, okay? So that's why we have the 4.209 number. So I love our target system. I really like our target system. It's very accurate. The price may fall lower, but look at the support. What is the essence of what's really doing? So knowing those targets and look in advance and observing what's happening, you can build a story. Okay, so let's talk about today, this week. This is all a weekly chart. I've been working. I haven't even looked at XRP, but this is the same principles at work. So if you guys are taking target system from 5.0, just know that we've added only one other thing called swing targets in 6.0, and we are going to be doing a tutorial filming for that on Wednesday. We're going to get into target system and then sword cuts. Okay? All right. Now, so the story so far is that we should have found support for this crypto at the pink line, which in this case it's closer to, at that day, for that day it was closer to 4.0. The actual support, the essence, was the 4.2 number. I need to be very careful. I need to be very careful of shorting here at the bottom, under on the top side of that pink line. I'm okay to take my next short underneath when structure is there on the weekly chart. Okay, I'm okay to possibly take the short there. The other area where I might want to take the short is up here at the 5.2 area. And why is that? Okay, oh, and also the 5.8 area. Only if there's a spike into that area. The reason this is the case for me, I would say, this is my opinion, and it may not be right, but this is still in play. This parabolic is still in play. Price is still on the underside of here. And just because price goes up this week, that's not a big deal. Why? Because we were expecting USDT to come down, so we were expecting prices to go up this week. I said, look at that pressure. We're going to see Bitcoin and cryptos possibly take a recovery. And the word I used specifically last Saturday was recovery. So this is a weekly chart. And this, to me, looks like a recovery. But it doesn't look like the structure's broken at all. I think to myself, this is still weak. And I got to be really careful of expecting XRP to have a super, super high jump with this structure still being in a weakness position for me. Okay? One of the things we can do to examine that, and possibly where we're really going in the larger story, if we are allowed on USDT.D to come through this week, this is going to be a big thing. That means that we're going to see prices come even higher, because this price will go low. It's the inverse of the crypto world, basically. Bitcoin will rise. XRP will have a chance to recover even more in the short term. So I want to be careful taking this as a trade, even though it has a chance to hit the higher numbers. I want to look at what's really happening, because this little short-term fluke stuff may be very short-lived. I gave you guys this as the vortex for this higher expected vortex, where I'm expecting down here for USDT. If we see prices stop here, XRP is most likely going to look like this. And I'm going to show you what I will probably see. We may see candles that are there. And if I see it, especially because we've seen it in the past, all these long spikes, right? If I see XRP so high, oh, I forgot to do this. That's what. If I see the close for that week, for that month, and I see the close right there, an alarm bell is going to be going off of my head. And you're going to see a lot of people FOMOing into XRP. Here. Fear of missing out. They're going to buy XRP. Those are the candle chasers. And if the candle closes exactly on this number, you know what to do. I can't say for certain that's what's going to happen. But if you see this structure still in play, price is trying to reach up really high, it spikes high, but then we come back down to that area, just like we've been trying to reach high. People are buying at these areas. These are the candle chasers who bought here. They bought here. They're in a world of hurt. A world of hurt. They bought up here. They're in a lot of pain. No! Because they're paying the highest prices for XRP. But we can see in advance, structurally, it may not be wise unless we actually are having building up here and then coming down. So unless we really are building structure like I showed you on platinum, there's not really a time, it's not really for us to build. We have to be very careful. If you see this long spike, and I'm letting you guys know in advance, you're gonna slam down, because that means that the weakness is still winning in the market. All of that big tidal wave of prices is so strong. All the people who lost money, they're going to be taking profit still along this area. I can tell you. The only thing that can save it is if they push prices so high to appease these people before it's time, and then let it come down naturally. Because there's too many people that lost money in this section. All their orders. That's the natural average, by the way. That's a natural average place. They're going to try to slam prices down. That's the most optimal place to do it. So be very careful, my friends, of buying crypto, of buying XRP only in this area without it coming back down to build its real support, which would look something like prices above 57 cents structurally in the future. We're talking about over the next, this is a weekly chart, over the next 2 months. Okay? Other than that, we may see the prices, other than that for XRP, we may see it come down back to the 4.0 and even possibly lower to its new DP projection, which means we're just going to take the distance between here and here as our measuring line and bring it below that purple. So we may actually see XRP closer to 17 cents. I'll do that real quick. This is a very big possible scenario for XRP. Do I have any questions for this scenario before I showed you the DP projection? We're going to see it in advance, the moves in advance, if we see that candle, okay?
So you're saying if it's 54 or less, then that's under that parabolic, you're going down.
Yeah, especially if you see the long wick.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to type, let's add this as a type I'll type it right on the screen. If price reaches the 50 area with a wick and comes back towards 0.54 for the week, this is a major sell sign of weakness. Okay, see episode 237, July, what's today? 13, 2024. Okay, please be careful. You'll know it in advance. We're giving you the play-by-play in the future. So it's another reason we got to be really careful about this long, delicious candle, right? Everybody's, oh, look at this big XRP pump. Be careful. We're almost there. Is XRP probably going to reach 54 cents in the next day? Absolutely. It's just the natural parabolic. We're going to reach 54. Are we probably going to hit that top angle up there? If Bitcoin recovers, absolutely. If you guys see this move, that down move, okay, you see that big down move on USDT.D situation, I can almost guarantee you XRP is going to be up here near the pink. And then we stop there on USDT.D. And XRP is at 58 and it's wicking above. You're going to see people, I don't want to miss out on anymore. Look at, did you see XRP is going crazy? And our Telegram's going to be blowing up and you're going to see YouTube people coming out saying, it's time to buy XRP. It's the breakout of the century. Look how much it moved in the past 2 hours. And you're going to be like, okay, I'm watching, I'm interested. You're going to look to see if we get some close. But then you're going to see something happen on the Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Before that Sunday happens, you're going to see the candle come back down here, most likely. If you do see it, do that. Unless we get that breakout like I showed you in this picture. The one up there. Above 58, coming down slowly. And you see that long wick close down on that candle. To take profit on XRP. Or get it back later. Or just expect it to be lower. Now everybody has some long-term XRP. That's always a given. You guys should always have some long-term XRP because we don't know what will befall the land. The revaluation, currencies, things like that. Always have some long-term XRP. But if you see that candle, you know what to do. You're going to be like, oh, we're about to fall. This is that. This is all the noise with the structure of weakness already in play. Okay? Alrighty. Man, I messed up the image a little bit. Okay. I took too much time talking about these things, but this is really important. And reading a map, we can see play by play what's the most likely scenarios. What's likely scenarios coming up for the biggest cryptos. RDD. It's no longer listed, right? We're going to have to look it on DEX tools. Where do I find this at?
Yeah, I can ask again in the RDD Telegram group and get back to you. I know there's a certain website you can go to and chart it.
Okay. All right.
Right. Is it not? It should be on an exchange, right?
Yeah. Wasn't the one that was delisted?
XCGG.
Wasn't RDD? Sorry, go ahead, guys.
It's Redcoin, isn't it?
I know they took it off TradingView after. After whether Bittrex or Binance Bittrex shut down. Yeah.
Okay. We might have to come back to that one.
Okay.
If I may, there's some prophetic news about XRP. I don't know if it was Prophet Robin or something, but he said that whoever it was said that the SEC ruling would happen sooner than expected.
Really?
And XRP would soar. And I believe when you just Google when is the SEC ruling expected, it's toward the end of July.
Really?
Yeah, does anyone remember who the prophetic voice was that said that? Somebody in our community should. Sorry, I'm just not good at
Robin Cunningham.
it. Was Robin?
Yes.
Is he expected? He said sooner than expected. The current expected is July.
The end of July, when I just Googled it, when is the SEC case going to be finished? it said the end of July. That was just Googling. He didn't say when. But he said sooner. It was going to end sooner than expected, and XRP would soar.
There is a possible ruling private meeting from what I see here on the 18th.
That's
So,
like what, tomorrow?
your eyes on
Oh no,
that.
later this week. Today's the 13th, so wow, I think it's on Thursday, right? Robin says expected
I'll
to
do-
win its case ahead of schedule.
Yeah, Jay, what I'll do is while I'm here, I'm on the computer here, I'll see if I can pull up his YouTube and I'll see if I can find it. I'll be able to find it, and then we'll be able to just play like a couple-minute clip of it or something like that for you. This way we'll know.
Okay. All
Do
right.
that.
Let me know what you find.
Okay.
And that's very interesting. Now I want to say something about the wealth transfer version of XRP. I have a theory in my mind that before revaluation of gold and before the use case for XRP, meaning being implemented for its actual utility, like all the governments of the world are signed up to use the Ripple technology. Swift is on board with using the technology. They were using it for 2 years as proof of concept. I believe that what's really going to happen is that if they win the case, in explosive growth, you're going to see XRP go to about $12, $11, $10, $12. In our first couple years of doing that analysis, and we were expecting it to be a lot sooner, I always kept seeing those numbers, somewhere around $10 to $12, $13 even. That's the expected range. I just spoke to an individual the other day who had a dream, and this individual said that he saw some kind of event happen and XRP hit $12. And he was so excited, he was about to take some profit, and then as soon as he said that, he woke up from the dream and the Lord spoke to him immediately and said, selling XRP at $12 is like selling your birthright for a cup of soup, like Esau did. And he stopped. This individual said he stopped right in bed and he said, the Lord spoke to him, it's Esau selling your birthright for a bowl of soup. For some of you, especially if you're not like just actively trading, you don't even want to touch your XRP. And just leave it and accumulate it only at the lower prices, if you can accumulate it. And if you're seeing it at $12, be very careful that you might not be like that one man who was a Bitcoin trader. And he said, I'm so glad Bitcoin finally hit $100. I was able to buy a Honda Civic. If he had sold Bitcoin for $60,000, he would be able to buy Honda, the company, because he would be a multi-billionaire, because he had so much Bitcoin at such low prices. So we got to be really careful when it comes to XRP. In the future, it's going to be used part of the banking system, and many of you will actually become banks if you have lots of XRP. And one XRP will be worth a lot. There's a lot of reasons why. We're not getting into that today, but it's not part of a chart map. These are prices well beyond the map. So it's very possible that for some of you, when I also, just as a balance, because we show price maps, when I show information like this, if reevaluation happens or XRP wins its case, you may see just prices go into well beyond these map ranges, because these are all 50 cents, 60 cents. If things continue as they are, we may see XRP at lower prices if we see events like I'm showing you here. That might be something you may see. And if we are, for some of you, you only want to accumulate XRP with new money at lower prices and just buy as much as you can at the lower prices without chasing candles, if you're lucky. But you're not supposed to be, for many of you, you're not supposed to be actively buying and selling. Some of you can. Pray about all things. Okay? Pray about all things that you do. When you see your moves with some of the cryptos, you're not supposed to be. The Lord only told you to accumulate. And that's you. That's according to your skill. That's according to God knows you may not be able to take advantage of trading during times when it's supposed to, during wealth transfer. For some of you, you're just supposed to be waiting for as many years as it takes. 2025, 2026. This year even. I don't know when wealth transfer is going to happen, or certain events may actually happen. But for some of you, you're not supposed to be trading. You're only supposed to be buying. Okay, remember who you are. I'm talking to you. I am talking to you. You know who I am. You are. You know who you are. You're not. Everything in this video is never financial investment or trade advice of any kind. Everything's just for entertainment, education, and comedic purposes only. I eat red crayons for breakfast. Trading in the markets carries substantial risk. Never trade more than you can afford to lose it, especially be aware against high leverage trading. Past performance is never indicative of future performance. All right.